2 days ago, we were able to hit $46,000 in one single app. And a couple months ago, we did $73,000 in one single day. Now, the crazy part is with these brands, we only worked with them for 3 months before we had these crazy drops. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint that we use so you can copy this. By the way, there's no fillers, there's no bullshit, not stuff that you already know. It's going to be some new shit that you've never been put on. From ads, website, SMS, the whole fucking spill. So whether you're just starting your brand or you're already making good money with your brand, if you just copy these strategies, I guarantee you're going to see a lift in your revenue. So let's get right into this. So when we first started working with these brands, I went through their entire sales funnel within the first 30 minutes and I figured out what is losing us fucking money off rip. And the biggest takeaways were overpaying manufacturers, shipping times are way too fucking long, and customer support was not there, which is a very common thing in this clothing brand space. A lot of people in the clothing brand space do not really understand e-com and how to get profitable with it. The most important component is your cost of goods. So again, I'm going to give you a free sheet down there and I'm going to give you some couple more assets. And a lot of clothing brands do not really understand how e-com works, right? How to get profitable with your products instead of just paying random ass fucking prices to overseas manufacturers that do not understand what the fuck they're doing and they're here to rip you off. And the second point, shipping times. The shipping times were about 4 fucking weeks for your products, right? At the end of the day, I don't care how good your quality is. Your customers are not going to wait 4 weeks to get your stuff. I don't care how well known you are in the space, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. In this economy where people get their packages next day, you need to compete with those people or you're gonna get fucked. A big thing I also noticed that was affecting our conversions was the website. His website was absolutely terrible. He had 0 social proof, 0 trust badges, 0 security for the fucking customers actually buying his product. And guess what? Overall, that can work with organic. You can get a couple sales in, but your conversion rates, time over time, I've seen this across all the different brands that I've worked with. Your conversion rates are usually sitting at 0.8% or 0.5, around that fucking range. And if you take that same site and you bring it to cold traffic, you're going to get fucked because cold traffic does not give a fuck about you. It's their first time seeing your brand. So the first impression is the most important thing. And you want to think from the customer's perspective. If you just see a brand and you go on their website and there's 0 social proof, 0 reviews, 0 trust badges, are you going to make that purchase with them? No. Because you're selfish. You only care about yourself. And you think, okay, how can I not get fucked? So when you see a brand has 0 social proof, you probably think he's a fucking scammer. So you're not gonna purchase his product. Or worse, the product is good and somebody's just about to buy. And then in his mind, he's like, let me see what the reviews are. So instead of you already framing in his fucking mind that here are the reviews, they're all fucking good ass reviews, they're actually honest reviews. He's instead going to go on Reddit, he's gonna search up online, your brand scammer, your brand does he ship, your brand whatever, to make his fucking decision. And I promise you, once your brand gets to that scale where you have a lot of customers and you cannot serve every customer's fucking need, right? What's gonna happen is you're gonna have some bad reviews that these people are gonna take to fucking heart and they're never gonna buy from your fucking brand. So instead of letting that happen, just frame them already in your website so they have everything they need to make that purchase. So the most important part is your product page, right? You wanna have trust badges, you wanna have reviews, you wanna have social proof, you wanna have people actually wearing your products, hella fucking reviews so they can look into it and just handle all their objections, right? You can handle their shipping objection, you can handle the quality objection, you can handle so much sizing objections. There's so many objections you can handle before they actually make that purchase and make it easier for them to actually go through with it. It's actually not that hard. And no, you don't have to be a fucking web designer. All right, so before we even start running our ads, I'm gonna show you an example. This was our sign up page. So we had the product, different model shots, close-ups, model shots, everything. You wanna showcase how the product looks. Now, when you scroll down, you're gonna see this shit will sell out as urgency. You wanna build urgency. Then what is the main thing you're trying to do? Join early access. You want them in your fucking SMS list. And then you have the drop date, what product it is, whatever collection it is, doesn't matter. Have that there. Now, this is the most important thing that people actually miss out, the CTA. Now, if you're running signups and you just have get access, and we actually split tested this. So we had just get access and that was working well. Don't get me wrong. But what we did to amplify that bitch is by adding social proof. People want to see social proof, bro. People are fucking followers. They don't want to be the first person to do something. You already know this. They're bitches. So what we did is we added social proof of 11,600 plus members are already inside. And you're going to see where this plays in psychology. Now, the main thing is our frequently asked questions. So we're just handling objections before the purchase itself, before our actual drop date. Pre-made or pre-order? No pre-orders here. All items from this collection are fully pre-made and ready to ship. Okay, what is the weight of the denim? Is it DTG? Female-friendly sizing? This is, some important questions that we have already gotten from our customers beforehand. So we just handle the objections. That's all you have to fucking do. Handle objections. Now, underneath, you have a little scrolling text that says join or be left. Now, it shows that, yo, if you're not part of this community, you're a little bitch. The fuck are you doing? All right, so that's the website website right there. Now let's discuss before we start running ads. All right, so before we start running ads, you need to make sure your offer is irresistible. What I mean by that is if you're just doing get early access and that's legit, you have a chance to get the products a couple fucking hours before everybody else. That's not good enough. So you want to make sure they're actually getting incentivized to actually purchase your product. So how do we do that? We either give them early access discounts. So this can be on drop day, you're going to get 20% off. On drop day, you're going to get free shipping. On drop day, you're going to get a free item. On drop day, you're going to get a free gift. And we just stack these fucking irresistible offers that makes the customer say, what the fuck? Yo, let me do this shit. And the most common one is first 5 get refunded. Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody fucking knows that you're bullshitting. So you need to become more creative and think of new ways to incentivize your customer. And I just laid it out to you guys. You guys can copy some. For this brand, we ran a free wallet chain. We ran free shipping. We ran a free style guide. We ran hella free shit. All right, so on drop day, I'm going to show you guys the results from our 73K drop. We spent $600 on drop day and we made back 17 grand back at a 28x return. Now, you might think this is fucking insane. No fucking way, right? But you want to understand, leading up to this, what was there, right? And this is not including our hype drop strategies that also got us fucking hella sales and signups. You need to understand the build up before you actually drop. We like to have at least 3 to 4 fucking weeks to just hype the product up. So the way we're going to actually build the hype is by running a traffic campaign. And again, you want to understand, traffic is the cheapest way to get in front of fucking people. But that also means is the leads that are coming from this traffic campaign are also going to be cheap. So how do we overcome that? We overcome that by having detailed targeting in terms of the different interests. So for example, let's say you run a streetwear brand. In your interest, you're going to target streetwear, street fashion, hip hop fashion, engaged shoppers, all these different interests that fit well with your niche. And on top of that, as a bonus, you're going to take your customer list. This is some crazy sauce, but write this shit down. You're going to get the customer list and you're going to build a lookalike of it and you're going to put it in your traffic campaign. Now, what this signals to Meta is go after people that already purchased from us. We go narrow as fuck. So we go for 1 to 2% lookalikes of our customer list. So that just makes our probability of actually going crazy on drop day even higher. Again, I don't want to showcase the little nitty gritty of how to run a campaign. You can watch other YouTube videos and they'll teach you how to do it. All right, so now you have done your hype drop. What's next? This is your actual drop day. First, we're going to talk about the ad campaigns, then we'll go over SMS. So now I'm going to list you different strategies that you can run on drop day. And trust me, they all fucking work. Just pick one and do it. Number one is your retargeting campaign. So you can just launch one retargeting campaign that's going to target all the people that have watched your traffic ads. And if you have spent a good amount of money on your traffic, then it's going to be easy to just get these motherfuckers to buy. And within the retargeting, you can also do the lookalikes. You can also do add to carts, purchases, shit like that, right? Just target every single buddy that has interacted with your brand. It's probably the easiest thing that you can fucking do. Now, another strategy is by running Advantage Plus audiences. Now, what this does is in Meta's algorithm, you're going to be targeting people that already know your brand and people that don't know your fucking brand. Okay, so it just does both for you. And to be honest, this is what we do because we find that retargeting campaigns usually die out fast. So we actually want to make sure that we scale the fuck up without tweaking anything. So we just run Advantage Plus audiences and let Meta do its fucking thing. So in terms of the creatives, we like to test a lot of different concepts. So we have one asset for videos, one asset for existing posts, one asset for graphics, right? We want to see which one does Meta favor as fast as fucking possible so we can scale as fast as possible. So for our graphics, we have different variations. One has a product, one has a product and a model, one just has the model and the offer they're going to get with it. So this can be a discount. This can be what free gifts are you going to give them? It can be anything that gets them to think, holy shit, this is a no-brainer offer. Let me go purchase this product. So now we're going to talk about the SMS. Again, I'm not an SMS expert. All I know is how to fucking make money from this bitch. So our strategy, pretty fucking simple. When somebody opts into our SMS, right? And let's say we're dropping in 7 days, we're going to hammer these motherfuckers on the first day, the middle of the fucking week, and when we actually drop. So this way, they actually heard about your brand. You're on top of mind. Think like this. So if you're texting a girl and on the first fucking day, you're like, hey, come suck this. What the fuck you think she's gonna say, bro? No, you're a creep. Get the fuck out of here. That's the same way with this, bro. You want to warm them up. Be like, hey, hope you're excited for this fucking drop. We got some new shit cooking up. It's gonna be all pre-made. You're gonna get hella discounts on drop day, blah, blah, blah. Instead of, hey, we just fucking dropped. Here's the offer. Go buy this bitch, right? There's more friction. You want to just be on top of mind for these motherfuckers so they can actually purchase your product on the actual drop day. And again, it's nothing complicated, bro. Just make sure you have these 3 flows dialed the fuck in for your SMS. Abandoned carts, abandoned checkouts, welcome series. Again, I'm not an expert when it comes to SMS marketing. You can go watch another video on how to set up your SMS. All I know is this shit worked for us. I'm just laying that shit out to you. Oh, and by the way, guys, these numbers are starting to fucking feel easy as fuck. But I won't lie, this took us so much fucking time and effort to develop all these strategies after failing so many times and iterating things and figuring out what the fuck is going to work. That now we have it to a science to get drops like these. So if you want to skip all the headaches and fast track your way to numbers like this, just click the link below. You can work directly with me and my team, and we guarantee that you will triple your fucking revenue in 2 months or less. Now, this is only for brands that are actually good. So if your brand sucks, keep watching my videos. I'm going to help you get to the next level. That's it for the video. I'll catch you in the next one, motherfuckers.